the audience. So now that we've talked about the problems that are facing Youngstown, we now need to talk about how we communicated to try and fix these problems. First and foremost was an email message that was sent out to everybody to try and get a communication started between the whole group. Once the communication was established, then we started talking through ooVoo. ooVoo is a video chat network that we could all get into a group message and we could have a conversation about what we were actually going to talk about. We decided that we wanted to talk about the struggles that are facing Youngstown with the different poverty rates and the different problems that we are reaching with the lack of industry that we have going on. Once this problem was established, then we needed to start doing our own research, corresponding through email and different forms of communication like that, so that we could talk about what the particular ways of fixing this was going to be. The particular way that we chose to focus on was to have a central technology hub instead of having the steel mills, which was the biggest industry that we had in Youngstown previously. By making Youngstown a more of a technology hub, we still have the industry, we can transport different things like that, but we don't have to have the steel industry to start that. The way this was established was again through the ooVoo video conference, and then that way we could record it, we could upload it, and we could have everybody be on the same page with everything that everybody else was thinking. Once that was established, then again we had to break up, communicate through email. We also used the group blog that our teacher set up for us so that we could post different things, different thought processes, different ways that we were going to establish, talk about, and do different things so that we could have the speech flow together very well, but at the same time not contradict each other. Once this was established, we did another ooVoo conversation to try and break up the different parts of the speech. Once the parts of the speech were broken up in basically the same way that the research was done, the people that did the most research on the history of Youngstown, the people that did the most research on what this problem was going to cause, how we could fix this problem, and different stuff like that, took their own respective parts. And then from there, we decided that we were just going to do our own parts of the outline, our own parts of the speech from there. Biggest thing that we had to establish was we had to establish a communication. There was many forms of communication that we did throughout this speech. We did the email, like I mentioned, the ooVoo conversations, that, like I mentioned, and everybody had to do their own part. Everybody in this group did do their own part. Everybody was established with their own part of the outline, their own part of the speech, and from there we did a very good job. There's no easy way to fix this problem that we decided to talk about with the extensive poverty rates, the 40.2% poverty rate, and the unemployment at about 6.3%. There's nothing that's going to fix this overnight. With the steel mill shutting down, with everything like that, we have to establish a new form of industry, and we have to find a new way to fill these voids. Biggest thing that we talked about is we talked about many forms of trying to get the Youngstown back to where it was. Biggest thing is creating jobs, increasing tax credits, increasing public events for different people to attend, raising the minimum wage, and improving education. Through these 6 different things, we think that there's a big way that we can actually move on and we can make Youngstown a much more desirable place and a much better place for people to come to, as well as the students like ourselves that are going to be graduating, trying to stay in this area and trying to keep the area very populated. At the end of the day, Youngstown is not going to be fixed overnight. Biggest thing is we just have to have a sense of pride, sense of responsibility, and everybody has to do their part to try and make this area much more habitable and much more desirable for people to come to. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed your speech. Hope you learned a lot. And like I said, it's a matter of everybody. As you can tell, Youngstown born and bred. Gotta do your part. Thank you.